Hey there, crazy kids! I am the Good Old Gamer, and welcome to Jade Empire. Now, as you may have noticed, I am playing this game on the PC via Steam. It was cheap in one of the crazy Steam sales, so I'm playing the special edition for the PC. Yay! I originally had this game on the Xbox, the original Xbox, and I loved this game when I had it on my Xbox. I played it like crazy, so this is not a blind run. And here's the nifty little trailer that you get if you let the game go idle.
This world is out of balance.
Let's watch this. Check it out.
Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Nice. Okay, as you might have guessed, it's an RPG. Of course it's an RPG. It's from BioWare. It's got an Asian sort of art style to it. It's very Asian inspired. It's about martial arts, kung fu, and all that fun jazz. So let's just hop into it, shall we? Now you get to choose your different characters here. This one's Monk Zhang. This was the limited edition special character that you could get on the original Xbox back when it was an Xbox exclusive game. This was a special limited edition extra bonus character. And then these are the other regular characters you can pick. Lu the Prodigy, Scholar Ling, Radiant Gen Z, Tiger Shen, Furious Ming, Wu the Lotus Blossom, and we're back to Monk Zhang. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I'm going to pick a character based on their abilities and stats or whatever. Like, this guy's a big example. He's a big guy. You think, oh, you're looking at him, you're thinking, oh, he's the big tough tank. Well, you're basically just picking a character here based on looks. The type of character you want to play in the adventure. This is solely based on looks because any character can have any of the stats and any of the abilities. So this guy right here can be exactly the same in terms of survivability and abilities as that guy, or that girl, or that guy, and so on. So you're basically just going for the look. And we're going to go look with this guy. We're going to go with this guy because, like I said, for the Xbox, he was on the limited edition disc, and so he's kind of special in that way. And I don't know if the regular edition for the PC for Jade Empire has him, but I am playing the special edition, so there he is. So we're going to play this guy. We're going to customize. Now, you could upgrade the health here, the body stat. I never do. I always leave it. You can't get it any lower than 2, so I always leave it here to start off with. The game gives you lots of bonuses as the game goes on to health, so you never really need to upgrade it yourself. And, as we'll find out in the game, the spirit here is your chi. And chi can recover your health. So it's basically another health bar. So if you upgrade this, you're essentially upgrading this because you can always heal up using chi. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to put a couple points in there, and we're also going to put a couple points in mind, because mind gives you focus, and focus is like a slow motion sort of bullet timey effect that gives you a sort of advantage over enemies and attacks, and it can get you out of dangerous situations. So yeah. Excuse me, sorry about that, didn't mean to cough in you guys' ears. I focus on spirit and mind. These are the 2 out of the 3 stats that I upgrade in the game. The game also doesn't give you quite as many natural bonuses and rewards to these two like it does for body, so that's another reason. Plus, I think spirit and mind give you the chance to oh, I forget what it's called. It's a diplomatic thing. It's like I forget what it's called, but it gives you diplomacy that you, if you're playing an open palm character, which is the good side character, there's a certain diplomacy that is based on your mind and spirit stats that I use. And it's been a while since I played this game, so I forget what it is. There's also one for the closed fist characters, the sort of bad characters, that use Intimidate, and of course it uses body because it uses strength and all that. So that's another reason we're focusing on these, is because I'm going to be diplomatic. I'm going to be a general good guy. Anyways, continue. Now we get to pick our main attack style. The Heavenly Wave we get automatically. It's a support style. Basically, we can use it to slow down enemies, stagger them, and if we kill enemies while they're under this effect of the Heavenly Wave, they will produce a health power-up, so we can heal up. So we get that. We don't have any choice in the matter. That's what we get. These are the main attack styles. You have 1,000 Cuts, which basically makes you like a boxer because it's a bunch of little punches and big punches. Leaping Tiger makes you basically into a Wolverine sort of character because these sort of power claws come out and you get to swipe enemies with them. White Demon makes you in this big ogre looking guy where you have these big powerful punches but they're slow. So you're going to be using focus a lot if you use that. And then you have Legendary Strike, which is a more of a regular martial arts style using leg swipes, kicks, and that sort of thing. And that's what we're going to do because that is my favorite style. So we're going to go with Legendary Strike. And it just sounds cool. Legendary Strike. I just like it. I'm the most used to. I've played this game so many times. I've played with every version of this, and I just don't like these other types as much as Legendary Strike. So that's what we're going with. Accept custom character. Yes, please. Now, his default name is Monk Zhang, but we can go randomize. So let's randomize. Tumbling Taolan. Merciless Meng Shan. Guardian Zhang Ji. Scorpion Shanru, Burning Daedon, Dai the Door, Leaping Fenyang, Near Xingkai, Bruiser Wei In, Steel Tingzhao, Vigorous Hongtu, Pillar Gangjin, Philosopher Haoxing, Golden Sun Xiang Yu, and I'm probably butchering these names, but whatever. Thundering Chicheng. I kind of like that name. Thundering Chicheng. Wise Caiying. Let's go with Wise Caiying. Why not? So here's his stats. He has 120 health, but he has 140 chi, and he has focus of 140. And we have the Legendary Strike style, as well as the support style of Heavenly Wave.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
Now, here's our dialogue options. Could go one more match then. I could blindfold myself. That might even the odds. Or we could be really mean and go with, I doubt it, you strike with the grace of a cow. The one thing I like about the dialogues here is that you can see the expression on our characters' faces. Change. This one's more of the optimistic sort of open palm, nice sort of deal. This one's more of a neutral stance. And then you can see with this one, he gets mean eyebrows, because that is the closed fist sort of stance. You suck, basically. I like to go with this one for this. I could blindfold myself. That might even the odds. Because it makes him laugh. So it's all good.
For all that, he's trained you to be the best of us. You're not Master Li yet. I would welcome another match with you, though. Let's say one more before we break for the day.
I am rarely beaten, friend.
Let us begin.
Now this is the tutorial to help you get used to the combat. Now we can attack. See, you get to use your feet with the legendary strike, and that's cool. Standing still, hold down space to block. Yeah, nice. Heavy attacks do break through blocking, as you see there. Now we chi heal, which is why I said I never upgrade the health, because you can just use chi to heal. Powerful attacks can overcome your foes. Press mouse 2. This is the heavy attack, which for us is a power kick. You can roll away and dodge. Defeat!
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
You can be a real jerk in this game. Thanks for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
He specifically told me that it was no rush, so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Alright, Chapter 1, wherein a master foretells of doom, rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of Two Rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you came here, and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest, and shadowy assassins who heed no law. Ooh. Alright, here we are. We are in Two Rivers. This is the academy. This is basically where we grew up, learned, and trained. And now these guys, since we left the arena, these guys are going to wander in. How do I talk to you? How do I talk to you?
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Li always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things," to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
If you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can.
That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. You could just be pouring honey in my ears, but that's not half as fun as other places it could go.
Okay.
Oh my, you've gone kind of red. I shouldn't tease you like that. Maybe I should spend more time training and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
Tell me what you've been hearing about ghosts.
Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise?
What exactly are these ghosts?
They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life, so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the wheel of life becomes a ghost.
Where do these ghosts come from?
According to the stories, ghosts are usually people whose souls are trapped in this world, either by circumstance or because they won't let go of their old lives. The thing is, those circumstances are very rare, and you never heard about ghosts 10 years ago. Now everyone's talking about them. It's like something has happened, and people aren't leaving this world like they should be. Either that or it's mass hysteria, but I can't believe that explanation.
What do ghosts look like?
That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people. The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts, the ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense.
Tell me more about Dawnstar's sensitivity.
From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else. If you wish, what do you want to ask about?
What do you think of Master Li?
Master Li took me in when no one else would. He is a firm master, but a kind man deep inside.
How did Master Li come here?
I imagine that he walked. If you want anything more than that, you'll have to ask someone who was here at the time. That was 20 years ago.
Who was Master before Master Li?
I really don't know or care. It may as well have been Sagacious Tien, the first emperor. That was before I was born. If you wish, what do you want to ask about?
You know everyone around here. Is there any news?
You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
Who are the students of note?
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. Not that you don't deserve the attention. I'd be flirting with you non-stop if you weren't so focused on whatever it is Master Li has in store for you. All of us get a little envious of that. Even Gao gets pushed aside, and he doesn't like being anything less than the center of attention.
Tell me about Gao. You guys, Gao is bad news. Just saying.
You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of.
Tell me about Dawnstar.
Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Frankly, I think she might have a little crush on you too. Notice how she's been less willing to train with you recently? Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you.
Her dialogues here change depending on whatever gender your player character is. She doesn't mention Dawnstar having a crush if you're playing a female. What are you getting at?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be like that. Dawnstar is a fine person. She just sees things that I can't.
Yes, you've told us already.
I know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Li tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two. I suppose that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two.
What have you heard about me?
You know what is said. Master Li believes you're special, but won't say why. It makes you interesting. Some of the others don't find it as intriguing as I do. Some even consider it an attack on their worth.
Hey, Mind Fiend, how are you doing? I just seen him come on mine. Who should I be concerned about?
Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you. He never has. And when Master Li tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse.
We've already heard about Dawnstar. Let's go back.
If you wish. What do you want to ask about?
Let's talk about you.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years.
How did you come here? Why?
I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate.
What will you do when you're done training here?
When I am done? I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life. If you wish. What do you want to ask about?
Let's spar for some XP.
Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I?
Let's begin.
Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
Focus mode. This is focus mode. And we get XP. This will help us level up. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Hey, Smiling Mountain. You are a mountain that smiles. We'll talk to you later. I don't think I can talk to you.
Master Li keeps talking about Restless Dead, but there's nothing like that around here.
If you haven't guessed, because this is an RPG, there's going to be lots of dialogue. If you're not a big fan of that, we could sit here and watch these guys, by the way. If you're not a big fan of dialogue, especially the cinematic dialogue we have in this game, you should be done watching this series now, because that's what's going to happen. There's lots of dialogue, but there is good characters, good story, and so I don't mind it. I kind of love it. It's part of the charm, I think. Anyways, we can talk to this guy, Student Wen, but we will do so next time. Let's make a save. Maybe, if the menus work. Is this saving? Yes, it is. Let's make a save. And that'll be it for this video, boys and girls. I am the Good Old Gamer. This has been the introductory video to Jade Empire. Next time we will continue to explore the school, spar with more people, get some more XP, and maybe even get to talk to Master Li. I don't know. We'll see what happens next time. Stay tuned for that. Bye-bye for now.